Hey guys, how's it going? Stonehenge 2 here with the Alliance Celestial Avengers. Today we have the Empys, what's it called? Top 30 tournament. This is round 3, the quarterfinals, and I'm facing KT1, aka the Kiryu, and I tried to stream it, so this first clip is just a recording of my stream, so the quality is really bad. Apologies for that, but I didn't have a better way of doing it, and so I just did it this way because I'm too tired and not fussed about getting it done, but I want to get it uploaded so that it's out there. Yeah, I kind of panic banned that Quicksilver because I didn't get a proper chance to look all the way through the roster. I hadn't screenshotted his roster beforehand, so I wasn't sure on who my bans were going to be against him. First up, I took that Red Skull. He's just super versatile. And yeah, so now just waiting on him. He's going to take Yelena and Okoye. Not too fussed about that. I'm going to pick up my own Yelena and my DPX. DPX is pretty good for Yelena. Equal ranks. If he's punching up, it's a little bit less exciting. But yeah, punching equal ranks, he's pretty good. He's going to pick up his DPX now. So I was thinking we might have a DPX race with our Yelenas. Pardon me, I will be eating while I am voicing this over because I just got finished up with work and need to go to bed fairly soon, so I'm trying to get this done. But yeah, next I'm going to take the Enchantress and my Hood. I was really debating between the other person I was toggling. I can't remember who it was now because I was looking away. Yeah, Enchantress just because Enchantress is Enchantress. She does things sometimes. He's going to pick up his Titania, which is pretty unfortunate, but it could still work out. He's going to take his Serpent. I did get my Shatra, which was pretty exciting. Then I got Deathless Thanos as well. He got his Shatra last draft, of course, because why not? Yeah, so it's okay. I feel KT1's a really good player, but he doesn't play quite as aggressively as me most of the time, which means I should win most of the races if it comes to a race. So here, I place my Enchantress. He goes ahead and places his rank 4 Serpent, and so I'm going to have to use my Shatra here. It's kind of what I had her for. Wasn't really another option or reason for her. I could use her for Yelena, but she does Serpent the best, and I felt confident in my gamble here. So, yeah, now we are going to be doing this, and going to start with the light, of course, because we gamble, and then going to do a 4-hit combo, back off. He throws a special one pretty quick, which is nice. Going to do a full combo after this into special one, or a 4 combo, I guess. Those Energize are going to fall off, which is going to boost me up a bit of power. I think I Heavy Charge after this. Yeah, I Heavy Charge into special one here. He's going to probably throw another special one if I had to guess. Yep. And then I can Heavy Charge, knock him down. It's going to knock him back a little ways. Can Heavy Cancel with a bunch of energy vulnerabilities. I can't actually see how many because the stream quality was garbage. So yeah, he throws another special one into my block here. Rank 4 Serpent does a lot of block damage. And then just throw my special one straight away, and he goes down. And it was enough to win that, so I'm glad I played as aggressively as I did, because it was only because of that I was able to beat that little bit of health loss that KT had against the Enchantress. So next up, I don't know who's placing first. he's placing first, which is good because when he places Yelena, it tells me that I can place my Thanos and try and race for the win here. I, in hindsight, probably should have placed Yelena, but like, it almost took me off guard when he was going to use Kushala there. I was really hoping he'd use Shathra because Shathra does well for Yelena, and Kushala doesn't really have another matchup. But here with DPX, I'm going to be going into this fight, and once again, just playing really aggressive. I want to stay aggressive and get special 2, special 1 off, because 2 special 1s, if he's running Coagulate, which I'm not sure that he is not enough to kill. And so, yeah, here I had some stream lag. My apologies. This special 1, I biffed and ate the last hit. It didn't crit, which was nice. Had to get a little intercept there, though. Got hit again, and then take that parry, and it does a lot of damage through my block. So now I can have more stream lag, throw my special 2. It's going to place the Daunted. It's going to stun since the stun reflect is on cooldown. And I just need to get to my special 1, throw it, and more stream lag, but she dies. So, yeah. Then I proceeded to have loading time. So I was trying to fix it. Wasn't getting fixed. Trying to fix it some more. Wasn't getting fixed. And I was like, okay, I've lost this match now because of load times in a tournament, which is just baller. So yeah, that was enjoyable. And then that time it actually reloaded. And yeah, I would have won that match if I had not had a 45-second load time. So yeah, I got tilted a little bit off of that. It wasn't ideal. And then my phone was like 1,000 degrees because I was on Discord, I was streaming, and I was trying to play a tournament match all while in my pickup on lunch break in 95-degree Houston weather with AC that barely works. So yeah, everything was pretty shitty environment for this match, but like I wanted to get it over with because I didn't want to hold anything up later on down the line, and it's just what worked best for mine and KT's timelines. So here I'm going to go in with Red Skull, and it's going to be a race. It is a race that he has the advantage in, but it is a race nonetheless. Able to get some nice side steps there, and then right about here, some insane lag hit. You can see it just a little bit in the recording, but it was just so laggy and stuttering and just bouncing around. And how you guys... Oh, yep, and then my stream crashed and my game crashed. So, yeah, that was a good time. My game didn't actually technically crash, but it was not good. Next up, I have... This is round 2. I was streaming this one too, and then it crashed as well. So I stopped streaming and I was allowed to just finish recording the rest of everything. So yeah. Here's the recordings of the rest. So yeah, I won the first match because I got a last round gentle that he didn't have a counter for, so that was baller. Then I throw Thanos down here, and I know he can Shathra that pretty quick, but Shathra is also his only option for Dust other than Serpent. So he's going to have to use Serpent for Dust next round, and I can pretty much Red Guardian anything that's left, I believe. I think. I'll look again. But I decided to race this with Kushala, and As long as I don't get really bad crit fail RNG, I should be fine. I get 1 crit fail there. No more so far. Okay, there's a second. Get my special 2 off nice and early, just before she goes red. I want her to throw this, but she's not. There, she finally threw it. All my shit's fallen off at this point, though. She did some shenanigans because it's Domino. I managed to get my special 1 off right before the Nullify immunity goes on cooldown, which also puts it on cooldown again, which is pretty baller. Cannot lie. Pretty baller. There, I tap her with a light and a special 1 so that she doesn't evade me. Take another bit of crit fail, but she goes down. And yeah, so I can Red Guardian anyone that he places, pretty much. He places first, so if he places Nick Fury, I'd still place Dust and just Red Guardian it. If he places anyone else other than Serpent, but he can't play Serpent because he has to use Serpent for Dust. I guess Onslaught would also work for Dust, but one way or the other, I just won that round. I had a decent advantage in round 3, though. So, yeah, then I had to let KT know that I had to record it because my stream crashed again, and so on and so forth. So now, that first match, by the way, we didn't count. We basically just nullified it. If I had lost 3 more after that, I probably would have just let him have the win right then, so he could have just 4-0'd me. But now that I won a match, then I have a little bit of hope again. So I'm going to take Spiral first draft. It's because he has a rank 4 Serpent and he has a rank some other ranked champion. Oh, Dark Phoenix, I think. Maybe a rank 3 Dark Phoenix. I'm not even sure. So yeah, Spiral can be like an insta draft for me with the deck that he has. He's got Serpent now. He did draft Serpent despite me having Spiral, which I was kind of surprised about. I'm going to take my Dark Phoenix here probably. Yeah, Dark Phoenix and Serpent, so I can split his Shathra, who he doesn't have yet, but who he's probably going to get. He doesn't get her this draft, but he did get Kushala, so that's not too surprising. He's got to pick her up, kind of, since he doesn't really have great options otherwise. And then right here, I'm going to take my Okoye. He really doesn't have anything that I want to Okoye a whole lot, but I also don't have much better option for that Yelena, so I'm going to take Okoye and Domino there. I could have taken Sinister and Sinistered Yelena, and in hindsight, I probably should have, but I didn't. Right here, his only Domino counter is Kushala, and his only Serpent counter is Kushala, so he does have to take Juggernaut there and split so his Kushala isn't split. I'm going to place down Dark Phoenix right off the rip and see if I can bait him into using Juggernaut. But he places his Onslaught. I'm going to use Jugs here. He's going to not take the bait. He's going to use Titania for this Dark Phoenix. And so, yeah, it's a race situation where if his RNG is bad, then he just loses 100%. But if he gets super good RNG, then I have to race that super good RNG. So I'm going to do a 5 combo, going to dash back to Purify a Neuroshock. Going to do a 4 combo, dash back to Purify another Neuroshock. 5 combo, special 1. Now he's at a special 2. He throws it straight away, which is super nice. I only have 1 Neuroshock on me now. I do a 4 combo, into a backdraft, into a combo, into a special 2. Got a couple of crits, which is pretty baller. Throw my Relic, and he goes down. So, yeah, that was baller. 31 seconds for that rank 4 Onslaught. The Neuro RNG, the Neuro RNG wasn't too bad either, so it was a good time. Yeah, now he'd have to have literally a flawless fight to win, and he had a flawless fight, actually, and he didn't win because that Juggernaut versus onslaught was just all the RNG lined up. I'll put it that way. Yeah, so now I am split a little bit still, but I can throw down Gentle, I believe, and split his Juggernaut potentially, or his Kushala. So he's going to play Serpent, I think. No, he's going to play Yelena. I believe I dropped my Gentle. I do. And yeah, so this right here was a lapse in judgment on my part. I completely blanked on him having crossbones. I did not see... I mean, I think I saw it. It just didn't cross my mind. So, yeah, that was not the most intelligent. But Okoye is pretty good for this matchup, and she can take it pretty well. I'm going to start with the light because we gamble. Yes. Then get a little intercept in there. I'm going to have to bait a special one. I wouldn't have minded going for like a parry, and then I get hit by the special one. Luckily, I'm pretty sure either her bleeds are a chance base or the ensnare just completely prevented them, which would have been nice, or was nice. Then I got cooked a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to throw a special 2 here. And I'm going to go for a stand-up maybe. No, I'm not. I don't like the Okoye lock. It pisses me off when people do it because I don't believe it is playing the game fair. So, yeah, I don't do that here. And obviously I got cooked a little bit, but at least I didn't abuse a part of the game that shouldn't be abused. I did lose there. He had a really nice fight. That was extremely well done by KT. He played that perfectly. And, yeah, just all around a very nice fight. Obviously, if I hadn't eaten combos, I would have won, or special ones, I would have won still. But, like, that was probably close to as well as that fight can go. I'm going to drop my Serpent here, and I'm just going to raise his Serpent because I know he can't place Kushala, and he's not going to place Juggernaut. He does play Serpent. I've done rank 4 Serpent in 45 seconds with Spiral, I believe. When everything lines up nice, it goes extremely good. I'm going to start with the light. Go light, medium, light, backdraft. Nope, I do a full 5-hit combos. Then I go for a light attack. He doesn't go for it, so I dash back and get a fat combo to the face. So I'm actually almost maxed on fervors. I do throw my special one here right before he got his power gain, so that was a big mistake. Now I'm just trying to bait his special attack, and he doesn't want to throw it. He finally throws it there. I'm healing a little bit from that buff. But the entire power gain cycle I missed out on. But this one I do get some power steal off of. And it pushes him fairly close to red. Closer than I expected it to. So yeah, that was a little bit sketchy. But yeah, now it's a minute into the fight. I've taken no health. I have no ruptures built up. I'm going to throw another special one. I only have 10 fervors, which are going to probably fall off. He throws a special 2. I did not do any of the tricks to get more fervors during the special 2 for no known reason. But did get some good power steal there at least. Throw my special 1 with 13 fervors. And it's looking a little bit better. Not really. He's still at 36%. Or there's 36 seconds left and he's still at like 50%. There, I build up to a special 2, hoping it's just going to cook. It does nothing at all. It didn't even scratch him. So, yeah. Then I miss a dex and get smacked. So, I think I might go for it here. Yeah, I throw a combo into Relic, into combo, and a special 2, and into throwing my blades. Never mind, psych, I did not get my blades thrown because I cannot throw her blades to save my life. I suck at it. I apparently cannot dash up. It just gives me the blocking animation every time. So, yeah, did not get him down. He threw his special 3 like a beautiful man that he is. And KT got kind of cooked there too, but I got cooked worse. So, may the least cooked win. Yeah, so he takes that round. The score is technically 1-1 now since round 1 didn't count, even though round 1 would either be a win for me or a win for KT, depending on how you look at it, since the DC technically cost me the match, even though I had the fight done in 49 seconds. But yeah, so round 3 coming up here, technically round 4, but round 3. And yeah, so let me see here. Yeah, sticking to the same bands. I was actually, I definitely accidentally clicked on Serpent there. I need to make sure I unclick that Serpent. I'm looking at his mystics really quick, and that's when I realized that I hit Serpent instead of Photon, and so I switched that, because screw Photon. If you know, you know. So yeah, first up here, I am not super incredibly stoked with this, so I do take Venom, and I hate Venom. He is an RNG champ. It's the same reason why I don't have Titania in my deck, because it is RNG whether your Intimidate fails or not, and so, yeah. He does go ahead and pick his Dark Phoenix here, though, and his Onslaught as well, I believe. Yes, he does. He took his Shathra, round 1. He is going to take that, or I am going to take that Yelena and my Juggernaut. I can Juggernaut his Onslaught again, obviously, or I could potentially use it elsewhere. Yeah, here I believe he picks up his Okoye and probably his Titania. It makes the most sense. Yeah. So I am going to go with my counter for his Dark Phoenix in Spiral, and then I'm going to go with Gentle. And yes, Okoye is also a good Dark Phoenix counter this meta, but like Spiral was built for it, and she can also deal with a rank 4 Serpent if he decides to show up. So here he does have a Serpent counter, I forgot. Yeah. So he takes his Rintra, which kind of sucks because I don't have a Rintra counter, and I'm going to have to get one round 3. But I get Raid Guardian, so we Gucci. I actually really despise Red Guardian for Rintra this meta, though. It's just not a fun match, because you can't bait heavies very well to punish with the heavy, because if you bait them long enough that it breaks your shield, it stuns them, which reflects onto you, and then you're just cooked and have no shield. So yeah, it's a weird matchup. I don't like it. I'm going to throw down my Serpent here, and I'm going to race him. I did notice he got cooked by Serpent just a little bit earlier, so I was hoping maybe he wasn't super fantastic at using Shathra for Serpent since he got cooked with Kushala. But yeah, I'm going to Okoye this, or not Okoye, Spiral this. I've also done this in about 45 seconds. I do medium, light, medium, backdraft, medium, light, but I get clipped on the backdraft, so I'm cooked now. I just lost way more health than I would like, and I did get my Fervors paused with like a millisecond left on them. Throw my special one. I do have 16 ruptures. I do have to bait this heavy because I don't want to eat a special one to the face. But yeah, here she throws her special 2. I get the dex on that. I get that Nova Flame reduced by a lot, not all the way, but a good chunk. Able to get my, nope, she throws a special one there. I do a little bit of a counter to get that duration reduced just a little bit, and then go ahead and, yeah, throw my blades at her. I actually got them thrown that time. Disregard that text message. I was at work, so I couldn't actually put Do Not Disturb on. So yeah, I had the missus sending me a text message. So yeah, next up we have Gentle on defense, because nope, never mind, I'm placing Yelena because Yelena, she trips people up pretty good a lot of the time. Her special 1 animation is extremely long, so even if you don't take damage and you do know how to dex it and stuff, she's just going to be dragging the fight on. She reduces their attack to 60% of base attack, and she can't have her at Sig 200 as a 6-star. She cannot be crit for more than 50% of the defender's crit rating. So here I'm going to just use Juggernaut for this Red Skull. And I am keeping in mind, I do have to be quick because I don't want to get cooked by him just being too quick. So here, I do actually go for it. I meant to throw a special 2 there, and I don't know why I am like so much going for it here, but I am. So I get lucky, and yeah, he goes down. Got a little bit lucky there, just a little bit. It took 39 seconds though, so I definitely win that race. So, yeah, in hindsight, should have played it a tad bit safer probably, but the fact that a lot of people just acquire lock things means that they never take any damage, and it's really quick this meta. So he got cooked though. Yeah, KT got a little bit unlucky in that fight. So I took round 1 there. Now he has his rank 4 Onslaught or his rank 4 Rintra. I was so badly hoping that he would drop down Onslaught here, thinking, oh, Red Guardian's going to get cooked, but he did not. He's too smart for that. So yeah, I'm going to throw it on my Gentle and just pray that he gets cooked and use my Rintra here, or my Red Guardian here. And like I said, I really don't like Red Guardian for Rintra this meta. It's tough to keep his charges down while keeping yours up, because despite being buff immune, when you dex, it still counts as triggering a buff. So it will give them Energize, it'll give him his power gain buffs, it'll give him his mystical charges. Yeah, just all kinds of not great things. There, I get the dex on the special 1 at least. I had a couple of failed shield charges there. Had to bait a heavy attack and lost a bunch more. And missed the dex on that one. So here I can bait some shield, or build up some shield charges since since I'm not neutralized, and then I just miss my dex and lose all my shield charges again. So here I think I heavy attack. I need to wait out that. Hopefully I don't dex, but I throw my special 2. I only had 11 shield charges though, so it did not kill. Here I just want to bait a heavy attack. He throws it. I throw my heavy. It doesn't crit. Now I want him to throw another heavy attack. He throws it. I throw it. It doesn't crit. So I go for a cheeky little sidestep, and he goes down. And Gentle cooked. So we did end up winning that match. But that right there is the reason why I don't like Red Guardian for Rintra this meta. Most metas, he's just fine. You break your shield at the start, and you just cook with heavy attacks. And it takes like 35 to 45 seconds. But this meta, not being able to break your shield unless it's special 2 animation is pretty unfortunate. So yeah, now it is 2-1, I believe. And yeah, so 2-1 with the disconnect on round 1. So let's just say 2-2. Let's give that one to KT. So 2-2 now. Yeah, here I think it's this match. It's a little bit laggy again, as my phone was very hot again. And I think that maybe this is the one that his power went out and we just couldn't finish the match. We'll see. I'm 90% sure this doesn't matter though. Okay, first step, start with Yelena because she's been cooking. He's going to take his Onslaught and Dark Phoenix probably, would be my guess. Nope, Onslaught Sparky. Don't know who Sparky is for just yet. He's going to be, or I got my null. Yep, this is definitely the one I got DC'd on because I think that was the only time I ever saw my null in a draft. He gets his Shathra. Atuma actually does shockingly well for null this meta. It's weird. It's like 60 seconds. But punching up. But like, yeah, Atuma is still dog doo-doo. Here, I'm going to take my Red Guardian because he can deal with any of KT's champs right now. He can do Onslaught. He can do Lumitrix. So neither of those are a big deal. So yeah, I take Guardian as well because Guardian also does Lumitrix, and Guardian has a sneaky dual threat capability, capacity, whatever you want to call it. He gets his Nick Fury there, which isn't ideal. I don't really have an amazing Nick Fury counter right now. And I get Juggernaut there, but I also have Thanos. And then I was like, but he's got Shathra. So I could split his Shathra. No, I don't. I take Jugs. Okay, I forgot. I thought I didn't draft Jugs there. Oh, yeah, I know why. Because I saved Jugs because I wanted to use him for Korg. And then, like, Red Guardian can take Korg, but it's just a less enjoyable matchup. But I think he maybe didn't get his Shathra here. No, he has Shathra. So I placed Null down. He places his Nick Fury, which is the smartest play he could have done because it splits my Juggernaut. And I actually cannot use Juggernaut here. I could and then just Shathra or Red Guardian his Korg, but I have to save Red Guardian for his Onslaught. So I use Shathra here, and I've never actually done this matchup before, so I was thinking I might get cooked. I'll let it play out, though, because, yeah, it went away. A certain way, a particular way, one might say. So yeah, he throws, all right, start with the medium light, or light, medium, light, light, and then light, medium, light, and then light, medium, light, medium, light, special one. Beta heavy, charge into my special one. I stand up, intercept with my relic, charge a special, or heavy. He throws his special 2. Gonna charge my heavy up to 3 bars, throw my special 2. I believe I get another stand-up. No, I didn't get a stand-up intercept there. He did a full 5 combo, or a full 4 combo into my block. I throw my special 1, get lots of bugs on him in second life. He throws that heavy, able to heavy cancel into my special 2. He's almost dead. I get the stand-up intercept. Didn't quite get him down. I do a cheeky little heavy charge into special 1, and he goes down in 58 seconds. So that's pretty cool. But then KT's internet died. So that is it for this match. I should have edited this out, but it turns out we're just going to sit here and stare at this until it gets DC'd. I also had to work email. Excuse that. Yeah. So, yeah. How are your guys' days going? It's quite the day here. I think I would have won that match still, though, even if he hadn't DC'd. I don't know if Titania does rank 4 null that fast because combat power rate is slowed down and inequity, and you take some block damage because you kind of want to push to the special 2. So, yeah, I don't know. I may have won, I may not have won. We will never actually know. Because the timer hit 0, and then it hits 6 seconds, and 5 seconds, and 4 seconds. And then it loads at the 130-second 15K score fight because, yeah. So I just threw a couple of emotes out to see if he was there because it seemed like maybe his game had crashed. I opened up my YouTube, went forward, and he was no longer live. So I had assumed that Yeah. He was DC'd. So, I come back on here. I don't know why I didn't edit this part out. My bad, guys. I'm a scrub. What can I say? So, it placed Lumitrix there. I placed Yelena here just to see if he actually was, and then he said his power cut out. So, I was like, okay, well, that is that then. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel like I could have had that round, but... yeah, so I messaged him here, and you guys get the live experience because, I didn't edit this out. Yep, and then I proceeded to not edit this out. I don't know. This is like an hour-long video that I didn't edit anything out of because I'm a numpty. Also, I think this is sideways for you guys because I'm an absolute moron. So enjoy reading that sideways. If you want to read it. If not, you can just listen to my very exhausted voice. It'd be like that sometimes. So you guys can see me trying to schedule a match, and I forgot to stop recording, but I remembered to stop recording, so I just did that, I guess, and then so we're back at it, picking it back up where we left it off, and we got round number 4 now. Round 4. We've technically played like 7 rounds at this point, but between DCs and stuff, only 4 of them have counted, or only 3 of them have counted. This will be the 4th one. So I am up 2-1 right now. I actually may have been on driving when KT told me that he was ready, so I proceeded to pull over on the side of the road and my GPS and get my bands in. So then it was bugged out a little bit here, and I thought I might have to restart my game. It wasn't fixing, and then it fixed with 1 second left. I tried to pick Juggernaut. It didn't let me pick Juggernaut, so I got Korg round 1 draft. Picking Korg with a round 1 draft is insanely based. Just so you know. No one's ever seen anything quite as based as that before, I don't think. Now here we are, giving him 7 options to pick a chord counter. Can be a good time. He picks up his Onslaught, his Kushala. I pick up my Kushala, my Rintra. He picks up his Serpent, his Sparky. I'm going to go with Null again, actually. I did get Null again. It's actually based as. Then he is able to pick up his DPX for my Rintra, which is kind of shitey. He could also use DPX for Korg. He's also going to go ahead and lock in Dust for his next pick. So right here, I picked Red Guardian because he will work for Dust. He will work for Onslaught. The only person here he won't work for is Serpent. So also got Juggernaut for the other one of the 2 champs that I have to take. And he gets his freaking Domino here. So I am going to go ahead and place my Rintra. He's going to replace Domino, which wasn't ideal. I knew I had to throw the Domino around because I need Juggernaut elsewhere. Probably didn't actually need to throw it. Looking back at the draft, I could have used Juggernaut. But it'd be like that. Maybe he would have actually placed Onslaught then. But it's just simpler to throw this round. Bear with me. punching a domino for 2 minutes with a champion that does 0 damage. I haven't triggered crit fail yet, so that's cool. Now, I still haven't triggered it. I'm 16 hits in, haven't triggered a crit fail, so maybe Domino or Korg is a baller Domino counter, but then I trigger it once. And yeah, I heavy counter into a special one. I don't know exactly what the thought process was there, but it kind of like, or special two. But I got the Fury from the node or whatever and did 16% damage. And now proceeding to try and bait a special. Proceeding to have a throw round. I don't know why I'm commentating it. It is Korg versus Domino. Yeah, so here we are. He goes ahead and uses Meek as a body shield because he's very based and uses his friend as a body shield. Korg is such a cool champ. He actually is like a cool looking champ, but holy, I wish he didn't have to use his buddy as a body shield. Eat the second hit of the special 2 there because I was unlucky and get combo to throw my special 3. Yeah, so we're still just putting right along. I shouldn't have even thrown the special 3. I should have just like died, but I didn't for some reason. I'm playing this fight like I'm gonna win. I also haven't triggered armor break a single time. There, I tried to do something dumb, and it was dumb. So, yeah, it'd be like that, too. I have a whole bunch of my shield charges, so if she'll throw a heavy attack, I might be able to apply my armor break, but the armor break immunity is back on, so I can't. And I time out. Yay! He cooked that fight, though. It was a very nice fight on his part. Sheesh. 41 minutes in, 42 minutes in almost. I'm ready for bed. Yeah, so next up, I am going to place a champion, and he's going to place a champion. Yeah, normally what happens, but he's going to go Serpent. So I do a little bit of thinking, and I'm like, okay, Null might cook. Null just might cook, and he uses Onslaught, and I'm like, ooh, that's an interesting choice. Not sure what he's saving Kushala for, but he doesn't, so he uses Kushala there. And so yeah, I'm going to use my Kushala here, and when you get good AI, you can do this fight in like 40 seconds. Punching up might be like 47, but he doesn't come for my first intercept, get a little sneaky intercept, get a little one there, and then proceed to try to bait a special one for the next 20 seconds. So yeah, bear with me as Serpent. Oh, actually, he threw it quicker than I thought he did. I didn't remember him throwing it that quickly. Oh yeah, that's what happened. I threw my special 2 in the block because he stutter stepped me and he juked me out like an absolute chungus. So yeah, I throw a heavy attack. He does throw another special 1. I am going to not dash back at all during his specials to avoid giving him his Cold Force charges. So yeah, as long as I have my Blue Blessing up, then I can do that. I'm going to throw a special 2 here. It's going to remove one of his charges. I need to get a special 1 off pretty quick too, and it will also remove another one, so his resistance should go back on cooldown. So then I ended a buff, or he ended a buff or something, so got another one, and I'm never getting that resistance down. But I did get 12 passives, so that's baller. And a passive Soul Barb, and now 21 passives, so he is kind of getting eaten alive by Incinerates right now. And I just need to slow combo this into Relic, into slow combo, into Special. And he's going to go down. So yeah. It was super slow. AI was kind of sketchy at the start, but my Null touched him, so we won that. And we take those. So yeah, next up, he's going to be forced to place either Dust or Onslaught, and I can Red Guardian either of those quite well. And yeah, I'm going to place my Enchantress, see if she's going to touch him. I'm going to use my Dust here, or my Red Guardian. I could use Juggernaut here. It's just a little bit more gambly than Red Guardian, since, yes, Dust has crit resistance, but Red Guardian, even with only 2 debuffs, has an insanely high crit rate. But she plays a little bit funky here. I do get another intercept, use a full 5 combo, do a couple dexes, dex a special one. I should be doing the dex where I can punish it, but I'm not because I'm a noob. Yeah. Here, I wanted an intercept because I can tell I'm just short of the power needed to be able to get to his special 2. And so there, I throw the special 2, and the second hit doesn't crit. And I was like, no. So now, even with 2 debuffs, I just went 10 hits straight without a single crit, which is now up to 18 hits without a single crit. And my crit rate is like through the roof, so that is hella RNG. So yeah, then she goes down. Did lose a little bit of health to block damage, but Onslaught's going to lose health to rank 4 Enchantress on block damage as well. And yeah, so she goes down. I had a little bit less health, but he took a little bit longer. And took that. So that puts me up 3-1, and just need to lock in, take one more home, and I am off to the races, off to the semifinals. So need to not throw. And yeah. Next up, I am going to be inviting him. Oh, I accidentally clicked on the wrong people first, but yeah, there. Send the invite. Going to go ahead and accept it when he's ready. He's ready, so gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, so gonna stick to the same bands because it's working. When something's working, you don't change it. And yeah, so here he's going to ban my Bullseye. He bans my Red Guardian there. I find that to be kind of funny. And then my Gentle, which is also kind of funny because Gentle touched him kind of hard. Yeah, so here I'm going to go Red Guardian because Red Guardian works great for Lumitrix, and he's a dual threat. And I'm actually going to... I can't remember which 2 I took here because 4 of those options are baller options. I do actually go with those 2. I don't know why I didn't take Kushala when he has a rank 4 Serpent running around, but I didn't. Here, round 2, he's going to go ahead and take his Sparky, and he's going to take his Dark Phoenix. So, yeah, next up, I got my Shathra, which I was very, very ecstatic about, and I'm going to debate taking my Serpent, and debate taking him, and then I go Dust, because she's kind of baller too. He is going to take his Okoye and Yelena here probably, because he very much likes both of those champions, despite them only being 6 stars. Yeah, it's taken him a while to decide exactly what he wants. Maybe he rerolls. I'm not sure. I think he rerolls. No, he takes Yelena and he takes Okoye. So, yeah, I get my Yelena here, and my Yelena has been causing some havoc, so I decided to pick her up. I'm going to take Juggernaut here because he can technically do any of the defenders. And then he gets Nick Fury as well, which is one more champion that he can do. There's only one champion in this draft that Juggernaut cannot do, and it's Dust, and he can do Dust. So he can really do anyone here, which is just a good time. So, yeah, right here, he is debating. He does end up taking Nick Fury. He re-rolled, so he got Crossbones as well, which I think he's probably going to try and use for Null. I was pretty happy about this, though, because I got Yelena, or Dark Phoenix, and it just splits him perfectly because he's going to want to Yelena my Okoye, or he's going to want to Okoye my Yelena, but he also has to Okoye my Dark Phoenix. So, yeah, Now I just have to race this. I know he's going to lose a little bit of health to help. What's it called? Both block damage and something else, some other kind of damage. Here you can actually parry with dust because it's glanced and technically can't be stun reflected while it's being glanced. So that's kind of cool. Just need to not make any major mistakes here. Get that first special 1 dex out of the way. I'm going to throw my relic and heavy attack here to enter Sandstorm. It crit, which was pretty nice. Get this special 1 dex out of the way. I'm going to go medium, light, medium, throw my special 1, get 0 crits, get a little bit sad on the inside. She throws another special 1, and I missed the dex on that one, but get a little intercept there. Only have 2 power efficiencies. Did get 1 crit, though, which was nice. Good times with that. The more she throws specials while Sandstorm is active, the longer it lasts, so that was nice, and she goes down. It was not extraordinarily fast, but it was fairly clean, and it was clean enough to win that match. So that put me in an amazing spot because now I can just place Yelena, and I should win. He could technically Nick Fury it, maybe. It's not going to be especially fast, though, and no one else is going to have too good of a time. Maybe his Dark Phoenix would do okay. I don't know. So I place my Yelena here and figure he will place his Dark Phoenix, and I'm going to have to Shathra that, but, oh yeah. He clicks on his Dark Phoenix, and then he's like, psych, I'm going to do Nick Fury. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I will do your Nick Fury. And so Juggernaut is going to do some severe headbutting on this Nick Fury. And yeah, he's using Sparky here, so I just won the match. As long as I don't do anything dumb, get hit, get killed, I win. Because Sparky is one of the worst options for Yelena in the game because, one, you can't have your attack rating increased. So that's pretty unfortunate because not really sure what you're going to do with someone whose poise charges grant attack and critical rating when you can't actually have your attack or critical rating increased. There, I messed up and accidentally hit into his block, but it's fine. I lost my Unstoppables, but I do get him to second life anyways. So here I am able to dash in, do a 4 combo, dash back, 5 combo, into special 2, get my regen buff, and he goes down. So yeah, I win. But yeah, also with Max Helena, you can't do more than 50% of your base critical damage or damage in a critical hit. So yeah. But yeah, we do win that. That is the tournament match. We did end up winning. We are going to progress to the semifinals versus Andrew the Rough. And so yeah, that'll be it for this one. I'm going to let that play out. He times out because Sparky is a bad champion. Yes, I said it. And yeah, so that'll be it for this one though, guys. I am going to catch you in the next one. I am exhausted and ready for bed, so I appreciate y'all stopping by, and I will talk to you later. I did have to ask if it was best of 7 or best of 9, and it isn't, and I won. So yeah, GG's. Yeah, I had the time to ask that and come back, and he's still in here, just not having a good time because Yelena is a good champion. Yes. Very good. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks, guys. Peace.